I'm going to read from this Mother Mary Oracle Guidebook by Alana Fairchild. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries. It can be easier to sense the presence of the Divine Mother when she appears through her light face in compassion, gentleness, and charity. It can be more challenging to accept and honor her presence through her dark face. Her dark face may be manifesting through death or loss, through tragedy, trauma, or crisis, through confusion, or even through meeting our own inner demons of great fear, attachment, or hate. Her dark face is no less loving than her face of light, no less radiant, though one may have to look through the eye of the heart to see the vivid light that may seem veiled through circumstances. If we are encountering the dark face of Mother Mary, sometimes known as Black Madonna, we are being initiated into a very powerful and precious spiritual consciousness. And we will be granted the ability to find love, healing, and peace, even from the darkest of human experiences. It is the power of unconditional light that is granted by the Black Madonna. As paradoxical as that may seem, it is tremendous spiritual power that it is not held back by an ego desire to only experience the pleasurable side of life, denying the value or necessity also of its pain. If you are called to this path at this particular time in your life, it is because it will serve you most. The mother loves her children unconditionally and without expectation. She will call you through pain when pleasure would not suffice. She calls through suffering when it will break open your heart into greater capacity for bliss and rapture. She acknowledges all that you give, all that you bear in her name of love. All that you give will be returned to you, multiplied as grace and miracles. Do not turn away. The pain that you have been bearing is known by the Holy Mother, and she comes to you in this oracle to tell you that not only are you acknowledged, but there is a transformative healing that is happening through your pain. She is in with you, whilst always also being on the other side of this darkness with a bright light, calling you to greater divine bliss than you imagined you could ever feel. We need Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries desperately, and she knows it. That is why she will not let us go and calls us to her in increasing crisis and struggle until we pay attention For those of us who have hearts strong enough to bear honest experiences of painful but liberating emotions, such as sadness and grief, anger and rage, including divine outrage, and allow these feelings to stretch our hearts, her spiritual power comes to us. Her healing balm can pour through us into the world. She will hold the container for you to feel and release emotions, even though they can be also so painful that you may feel as though they are going to tear you into pieces as you feel them. This is the pain of the world that you are helping to release. She has been burned and burns, you see. She suffers just as we do. She is not separate from us. She is us. She is very animal. She is every animal that suffers cruelty, every human that suffers abuse, every tree that is destroyed, every ocean animal that dies through pollution, every heart that breaks when witnessing ignorance and carelessness. You are perhaps never closer to her or more in her fierce, merciful, raw, and miraculous grace than in the moment when you are howling in agony with her. This takes great courage, but a Lady of the Dark Mysteries bestows that courage in the hearts of all her beloved children. She comes to us when we need to release our suffering. She comes to us to reassure us that we will move through this time of struggle. And she is with us always. She teaches us that our suffering is not to be held up as a badge of honor, or that we are martyrs to her cause. She has too much grace of protection for that to be. She teaches us instead that our ability to be present to our suffering, allowing it to flow through us in waves, is what empowers us to be moved by life and completely open to her. She then shares a great gift that through her ability to be fearlessly open to life, we are not only asked to bear suffering, but are blessed with a capacity for divine rapture. We can then taste the ecstatic intensity of life. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries comes to you with guidance to be honest with your suffering and know that you are not alone in it. And through this, she invites you to open to her ecstatic bliss, to the divine presence in the everyday. This oracle confirms her presence and is reaching out to you through any challenges that you are experiencing or have experienced but need to make peace with, instead of holding guilt or shame about those challenges. I'll say it again. This oracle confirms her presence, Her presence is reaching out to you through any challenges that you are experiencing or have experienced, but need to make peace with, instead of holding guilt or shame about those challenges. Now is your time. Pray to her to help you trust in her wisdom and receive her blessings with a courageous heart, and your life will be transformed through her grace. There is nothing that she cannot do for you who are devoted to her. Healing process and affirmation. You are sitting in a quiet place with a waterfall of liquid white light sparkling before you. A large, beautiful black face slowly emerges from behind the waterfall, with soot and ash smeared across it, and with large liquid black eyes that reflect the suffering of the world. This being is filled with love and compassion, whilst feeling all the pain of the world. Allow your heart to send her love in this prayer, spoken aloud. My beloved Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries, my love and endless gratitude for your blessings, your mercy, your rage, and your grace. Our Lady of Truth, Our Lady of Balance, Our Lady of Divine Justice, Our Lady of Fierce Compassion, Our Lady of Ruthless Devotion. May I serve your wisdom. May I live your wisdom with intelligence, grace, and empowered devotion. Bless me, Mother. Bless the world through me. I surrender my will to your miraculous workings and ask for your help that I may serve. So be it. Allow the Black Madonna to bless you in whatever way she now chooses. She may invite you to come to her in that waterfall of sparkling white light, or send you a color or a symbolic spiritual gift. Be open to receiving that blessings without having to understand the how or the why. Even if you don't sense the blessings happening, that is fine. It just means it is taking place at a subtle or a subconscious level. When you have rested for a few moments, finish your process with this affirmation. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries, the Black Madonna, Mother Mary, who loves the world without condition, you have the devotion of the world soul and the human heart. I offer my help to you. May I serve your wild grace. So be it.